My name is LeVar Wilson. I work for HWP Group of companies.
My name is Jack Nijmeijer. My title is Vice President After Sales, and I work for the HWP Group.
On an everyday basis, I do a service and repair work, actually. Some days we will get diagnostics to deal with that would take us usually all day, but on the average, it's usually service and repair.
You need to be very precise. I would like you to be proud of your job, so you need to be real happy in what you're doing. Mathematical skills are definitely a plus. Computer skills nowadays are important as well. There's a lot of diagnostic equipment involved with automotive technology nowadays, and it's all PC based and software based, so it's important that you feel comfortable in that environment.
The reason I chose automotive mechanics is because I always love repairing mechanical things. Like when I was 16 and the youngsters get their bikes and mopeds and whatnot, I used to always tinkle with the engine and try to figure things out. And when I reached the age of 18, my godfather in the garage, and I went to work with him, and I just loved the work.
You would start as an apprentice. So after your education, you would start as an apprentice, and the salary scale there is just over $500 at the moment a week. And then there is several grades in between. There's 2 grades in between before you're an A1 technician. A1 technician, you arrive at that level, by further education, which the company will help with, and of course experience and training on the job. And that generally takes a couple of years before you're there.
The place I went for my education was Barbados. The school I went to was Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnics, and the duration was 3 years. 2-year certificate. It was supposed to be another 2 years for the diploma, but I completed the diploma in 1 year.
If you come in the company as a technician or as an apprentice, you can work your way up the ladder as an A1 technician. What we're trying to do is, especially with Bermudians, if we have them, young Bermudians, we try to get them interested in a manufacturer. Everybody has his preferences, and somebody likes VW, somebody else likes Opel, somebody else again Nissan. We have all these contacts to the manufacturer, and say if a technician says, I'm very interested in, say, Nissan, then we can provide training specifically for Nissan, and the Nissan factory provide levels of training. You can reach the level of master technician. That's the ultimate goal.
I would recommend it for anyone who has interest in mechanical components. If you find yourself repairing bikes and anything mechanical, it's a very challenging job that you could actually get into. It's not a boring job. It's always something that you have to rise above. It's always something that will challenge you. When you do basic services, that may become routine, but every so often you will get a job that is very intense and very mind challenging. And boy, it can be very exciting at times too.
There's a huge demand for automotive technicians in Bermuda. Just an example, we are currently looking to fill 8 spots, 8 technicians, and there's absolutely none locally, none. We've been trying for months, and you end up going overseas again trying to find automotive technicians, which you have to bring in, you have to go to the immigration process. These people will not be here forever, so every year you have to go through this process and try to find new technicians, and they're just not there locally. And the good ones that are there tend to have their own business. The most important thing is that you want to do this. If you're not sure, so there's so much dedication necessary to become good in your field. You need to love cars, basically. That's the most important thing. If you don't like cars, there's no sense in doing it because you will not like your job. So the piece of advice would be, make sure that automotive technology is what you want to do. That's what you aspire to. That's what you dream of. You know everything about cars already. then it's the right choice.